What's up, everybody? It's the Wednesday morning edition of the pod this week as we get ready to say goodbye to January. It's the 28th, just a few more days in the month. Got James back.
Yes.
Had some fun with Iran yesterday.
Good.
We did talk weather. I told her I wouldn't make her do an 8-day or any radar or anything.
Yeah.
But she brought up something we were talking about, just clearing out driveways, dealing with all the snow.
Sure.
And she kind of tossed her husband under the bus.
Oh, boy.
Said that it hadn't really been shoveled, and she was coming back from work, I think, Monday, so right after the worst of it.
Yeah.
And poor guy, he came out there and he shoveled the second half of the driveway, so closest to the road. And there was just so much, he said, leave the car there. Don't pull up the rest of the driveway. Not going to do it.
Yeah.
So then yesterday morning, she had to go out and walk through a foot and a half of whatever fallen over the recent days to get out to her car. I was like, this is so good.
That's
so good.
funny.
Yeah.
You got to do the path. That's my move. I usually do a path. When we get like these 2, 3, 4 inch snowfalls and I don't get the snowblower out, I'll do a path down the center of the driveway so cars can pull up, mother-in-laws, things like that, can pull up and then get out and then take the path into the garage.
When I looked out the window this morning, you mentioned could be lake effect, like 104 North, even like just like Lake Road. And I was like, man, there's some snow. Pulled out of the driveway. I mean, easily almost 4.5 inches that I was looking at. Enough for the snow plows to be running. And you were like, East Side Fair, Penfield, Barrington, Fairport, not much. Yeah.
Dusting, a few tenths of an inch maybe. That's about it. So I love snow removal. I enjoy it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. So I have the snowblower. Ran the snowblower on Sunday night and then Monday night as well. Pretty much I put the kids to bed and then got the thing going.
I like the look when you have the snow blower. It's most like whenever you get out and cut the grass during the summer because it is just straight lines in the path.
Sure.
It is crisp. You can tell who is shoveled. You can tell who has a snowblower.
Right.
Just how it is. Or even a difference of a plow versus a snowblower. It's fun.
Yeah. That was good. So I went out with the kids 2 days ago, I think it was, on Monday afternoon, and we did some playing outside in the snow. CJ's still not really tall enough to even manage standing in the snow. So this was us. Let's see here. There we go.
Look at that.
Hanging out outside. I know it's camera to camera, but then they were doing some snow angels, which is fun. I'm sure you did a couple of those.
Yeah.
So there's Mason doing one.
At the driveway.
They do it in the driveway because
You have to, yeah.
there's too much snow.
They disappear. Yeah.
They couldn't even get into the actual yard. And we made a little bit of ice cream in the front yard.
Nice.
So you take the metal bowl, you put a little bit of salt down so it gets really cold on the snow, and you push the metal bowl into the snow. It's a cup of heavy cream, a couple tablespoons of just straight sugar, and then some vanilla. Splash of vanilla, and then you take a whisk and you just constantly go, and it turns into ice cream because it's 10 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And then you put that in a cone, and there you go.
We want to do it. Oddly enough, the one place I've had snow ice cream in South Mississippi growing up.
Oh, really?
It was like 1993. Like the one time my mom made just a little bit. I mean, maybe we had 2 or 3 inches of snow. And
wow, that's fun.
Put it together. Haven't done it here, of all places.
Yeah,
we will.
I
put it on the docket.
Thought you were going to say put it in a bag with some ice. That's one way to do it.
Yeah, to figure it out.
Right.
That's fun. So everyone enjoying that. Speaking of family time, here's something we did last night.
Look at this.
Tattoos. Not for the kids. I will explain the whole process with this.
Let's hear it.
About 2 weeks ago, Stephanie said, hey, how about we get some tattoos with some meaning for the girls? There's this thing going around, and basically it's not an official name, but it's like holding our youngest hands. And basically what you do, and you see here, we went to a great place where they put this together, the salon. They take ink, put it on the fingertips of your child, and then you hold hands. And so wherever their fingertips land, kind of like this on mine, but when they're little, they lift it up, and that's where you put little spots of tattoos.
Look at that.
So I have that on one hand.
That's
that was
cool.
Brooklyn. She wanted some moons. So I have that, and I've got the second skin, the tape on it for a couple of days to protect it.
Sure.
And then on the other side, a little bit smaller, are some stars that Julia picked. So went and got that done last night. Steph got hers done on one hand. It was quick. The Julia leading up to this, she was like, we say, can we practice holding hands? Can we practice doing this?
Yeah.
She wanted nothing to do with it.
Oh,
and I was
really?
like, we're just gonna have to guess and make it small, but you can't do that. It's got to be the real thing.
No, it's got to be exact.
But yesterday they were all for it, sitting up on the chair, watching it, and got that done.
Not too bad. How long did it take?
Once she started, 20 minutes. Whole
Yeah.
process was like an hour. This was
Sure.
quick because it's like what they do, and this is insane. And God bless the women who do this. My wife, some of them among them and family. This is a place where they do permanent eyeliner with ink.
Oh.
So underneath. So
Wow.
next to me, you'll have people come in and they just lay down, and there's just tattoo artists on top, just like
Needles.
as you're having a conversation, bottom eyelid.
Wow.
Just right there. And it's just,
That probably doesn't feel too good.
They also do I think it's called microblading, where they'll do it with eyebrows.
Yeah,
To just
yeah.
make them fuller or permanent. So you have to do
Permanent
it.
eyeliner. I've never heard of that before.
It is a thing. And I'm just like, I have many tattoos, but I would never, like, on your
Right on the eye.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds risky.
right underneath. I know there's a science to it. They get all the training. I'm like, I will do this. So that's we got all that done, and then I realized
Yeah.
when you have tattoos on two hands,
Yeah.
how do you shower? How do you do?
Right.
Don't want to hit it on anything, tucking in shirts. So I'm
Uh-huh.
figuring all that out, and she's like, "You can be good. This will protect you some." And then
You wait till the kids grow up and then have them as full adults hold your hand and then do the same tattoo to show the
should do
growth.
that. I should have that. And it was this was the first time that Steph and I had been to get tattoos together, and not one for each other. I was like, maybe next time, honey.
for the kids.
Maybe
That's
we'll do all
funny.
that.
No, it's kind of like the same for the kids, So
Yeah.
you have that in common.
This was fun. So
She got hers on one hand and then
yes.
just one hand. And
so
then
it's
the
kind of
larger
like
version.
a small loop,
Yeah.
and then like a bigger rainbow on top with
Sure.
different symbols. They
How come
picked.
you went both different hands?
That's a good question. I should probably have a reason.
Just
No, I just thought
curious.
I didn't want to like jammed one on both, so
Sure.
I can remember like one on one hand, the
Yeah.
other one on the other, and
Fair.
it was all good. It was neat
You
to
wanted
see.
to be even.
Yes, and whenever I know I'm OCD tendencies
That's
all
what it
over,
was.
so that's what it is.
Oh, you don't
Yes.
want to overload one side.
When they started, because Steph was going to do, you do 5 dots on one hand, then the other one on the same hand from the other child. So they put the
Yeah.
dots on, and then they realized, how are we going to be able to tell which one's which? And so we had to find like a different color ink to
Oh,
put it on
sure.
Brooklyn's, because they would have different
Yeah.
symbols, and
Right.
put it together. So
I
have
saw
all that.
Nice. I saw a guy at the YMCA, shirtless. We were in the pool, and he had his kids' feet on his back,
Oh, so
which I
like
thought was pretty unique.
shaded like a full print,
Yeah.
how you would do it.
Like infant feet for sure, and it was like blotchy. It looked like very accurate, not blotchy bad, blotchy as in
Just like it.
literally what it actually looked like when they put the feet on the on. So I don't know. Maybe they even took the kid's foot,
Probably did.
pasted it right on the back, so it was
Yeah.
extremely accurate. It was pretty cool. It was like his feet, and then there was the kid's name in the outline. I was like, that's really, really unique. It's pretty cool how you can kind of honor your kid.
Yeah, and it's how they do it, and it'd been a while, and yeah, it hurt. I forgot about that,
All
but
right.
no
Probably
pain
been a
while
while
sleeping and
since you've
waking up.
been-
Yeah, it's been I always say like COVID was 2 years ago, but yeah, so
Yeah,
6
yeah.
years ago
Sure.
before all that. So that was fun. We had that. Let's talk about the two big things in the NFL.
Yeah.
First off, Joe Brady. So I'm sitting at my desk getting ready for the noon show yesterday, and it's about 11:30 or so, 11:30, 11:40, and all of a sudden I start hearing behind me people in the newsroom like, "What? Joe Brady? Joe Brady? Huh? Who's
yeah.
that? Oh, he's already on the step." And then I realized, started coming out the leaks that the Bills have found their man, and it's just down the hallway at One Bills Drive. So promoting him from offensive coordinator. He's been with Buffalo with different roles for 4 years, and he gets the head coaching job. He was actually the first one to have an interview, and then they spoke to 9 other guys and decided to stay in-house. And when I heard it, I was just like,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah. Where are you
All
going
right.
with this?
Like I'm not gonna run through a wall and be excited. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, just run it back. Same definition of insanity. Keep doing the same thing. I mean,
yeah.
he may prove us all wrong. Go win the Lombardi Trophy next year.
Yeah.
Hope he does.
Yeah.
But it was just like the reaction. 90% of it was just like,
Yeah.
what? Why?
I
Yeah.
I don't want to bring in politics in this, but I'm going to say it just because it just popped into my head. Is this like Kamala Harris running after Joe Biden? Like more of the same? Like, what is he doing when he goes into the interview with Pagula? Is he like, look, I saw why we failed in the playoffs. I didn't say anything, but I know really how to unlock. You know what I mean? Like, he was there. He's in the same room. Like, what special ideas does he have that's going to push them past this first round, second round loss in the playoffs?
You bring it back to the politics, and a
Yeah.
lot of people with the last election were just like, no matter what happened with Trump beforehand, what was going on then, what was going on with Biden and Harris, they were just like, my wallet, the economy.
Yes.
I don't care what party, it just happened to be a Democrat who was in office. I want change, some change
Exactly.
from outside.
And Kamala wasn't really, she was quoted for saying, like, I'm not really going to change a lot. Trump said, I'm going to change a lot. And some people said, change? Sounds great. Let's go with that.
Some people wanted change to take a risk. And that's what they were saying with Buffalo. Like, to go, there was no big name, splashy hire.
Yeah.
They could have just, if you wanted a coordinator, pick a different one. Everyone last weekend fell in love with Kubiak in Seattle. They're like, did you see that game?
Yeah.
They, because of when they fired McDermott, they couldn't speak to him yet because they got to wait for
Right.
these games to play out.
Yeah.
But, and then Brian Dable, the same day, he gets offensive coordinator job in Tennessee. Maybe he had just found out that he wasn't getting this job and he took that. But let's play some of the reaction from people in Bill's Mafia camp on what they were saying.
I really didn't like a lot of his calls as an offensive coordinator, and I'm just hoping maybe it's going to be a little different with him being the head coach. But I wish they would have gone outside of the organization.
I think it's long overdue. I think it should have happened. I think we should have kept Sean McDermott as an offensive coordinator, but I think Joe Brady should have been the head coach weeks ago. I feel like he lets Josh Allen be Josh Allen.
Whether you wanted Joe Brady as head coach or not, he has the locker room buy-in. He fits all the different criteria that we were looking at over the past week with these young offensive minds. It's just this guy happened to already be on payroll. So if he came in fresh with all that same resume, I think people might be a little bit more encouraged than some of them are showing right now on social media.
And as I was thinking about this yesterday, I went back to last week, the press conference with Terry Pagula and Brandon Beane. And Pagula made it clear, and even more clear now, that Sean McDermott was a fall guy. Like, someone had to go, because he didn't feel like he could get him over the hump, and they keep hitting this playoff wall. So then you needed change, so he made change.
Yeah.
Promotes Bean, and then promotes his coordinator. And it's just like, this was the same guy last week who said, I don't like guys who are on power trips. They'd be out of here. And then you look at this, and I heard some people
Look at what he's
pointing to
doing.
it like, what is happening now? Like, maybe this is a bit of, maybe there is some ego in there. Like, we'll show you, we can do it inside house. We think our team is good enough.
Right.
Still got the GM, and man, I know. And for us too, I wanted get Mike Tomlin, whoever else.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy, who just went to the Steelers, or whoever. Yeah.
And I feel like, the average time you said is about 26 days or whatever.
Yeah.
This has been less than that.
8 days. Yeah.
Why rush into it? I mean, I guess the fear is that someone's going to get scooped up, I guess, would be the fear. So you got to hope it's a balance. You want to pick the guy, but you don't want to lose the guy to some other team. So I don't know.
And I think it was Kubiak, because the Raiders had fired their coach well beforehand. They could already have some interviews with him, but the Bills, you have to wait whatever the time is to have an interview. And but I mean, no one wants to coach the Browns. Everyone's pulling out of that that race. It's the Raiders, and then who else do we have that's open? Cardinals.
The Cardinals are still looking
Yeah.
for
So
Miami, they got a guy.
Miami did hire, but it's like everyone. You want to come to Buffalo? That's what you want to have. Speaking of coaches,
Yeah.
I got this push alert yesterday, and I was just like,
Yeah, Belichick.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Bill Belichick. So there was reporting coming out from ESPN that he was not named to be inducted this year into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Right.
This would have made him a first ballot Hall of Famer, so not happening. He won 6 Super Bowls, if you forgot, as a head coach, 2 others as an assistant. He needed to pass the 40 out of 50 vote threshold by the members of the Hall of Fame committee. These are former players and experienced NFL writers, people who have worked in the league. And the snub led to widespread shock, not just in the NFL, had LeBron James saying, it's egregious. And then you see all this reporting that maybe, and we know some people who are on the committee, they'll come out and say that. We don't know exactly how everyone voted. That stays anonymous, which that should change. Put it out there, own up to it. That maybe this was, some people thought that he needed a year, quote unquote, penalty for Spygate, Deflategate, the sign.
Punish him for 1 year.
Yeah, but it's just like, to see everyone on social media these days get fully backed behind one idea, just wow.
That's interesting.
Man.
He's with the Tar Heels still, right?
Yes.
Which didn't have a great year this year.
No, and this is, but again, we're, in college, in the Basketball Hall of Fame, it's college and pro. So you can have it. This is, Canton is your pro. Your pro
just
career.
pro, and then just
He's got the second most wins ever head coaching.
Yeah.
And all the trophies. We have debates about coaches. Pete Carroll, he's got one, right? You can have a debate about him ever getting into the Hall of Fame. Like, he probably should for what he's done.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, the guy's crazy. It's funny when you Google Belichick and you know how you have the suggested.
Yeah. Did his girlfriend pop up?
It's the second one.
No, of course it is.
It's Belichick Hall of Fame, then Belichick girlfriend, Belichick Super Bowls, Belichick Hall of Fame, and then Belichick record without Brady. It's a popular search. It's
different.
kind of funny.
It is.
Belichick snubbed, Belichick not in Hall of Fame, but those are two funny ones.
That's
Belichick
good.
girlfriend and record. No.
Together, he and Brady had 2 Hall of Fame careers with what they did when you space it out, the Super Bowl runs.
Right.
It was just wild. And what it does is that it just makes the overall Hall look stupid to some people. Like, you're
Yeah.
not playing games.
Yeah.
I think it's in the Baseball Hall of Fame, Derek Jeter. I think, was there one person that didn't vote for him?
Oh.
It was him or Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe Rivera got in unanimous. And it's just like someone's got some agenda, some ego with it.
Exactly, and that's also with. I know we're about to go to break, but you see it a lot into like MVP votes.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of people that say MVP votes, especially in the NBA,
Yeah.
should be like Jokic, just like every year. If you look at the number, it's just like, oh, it should just be Jokic. But people just get tired of voting for the same person.
Like he won it last year. Or it's Josh Allen is a finalist in the MVP race this year. He should not get a vote.
No.
All the votes should go to Matthew Stafford or Drake May.
Yes,
And it's not just because they made it this far, because you look at the regular season, like it's them.
raw
Like,
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Trevor Lawrence in the running. Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey does not deserve a vote. It's not
Yeah,
a knock
sure.
on him, but like truly, if you're voting for an MVP, there's debates over 2 guys. And it's
Yeah.
really Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. I mean, I think Saquon Barkley should have won last year. The guy almost had 2,000 yards. The only reason he didn't
Buddy.
have 2,000 yards is
Yeah.
because he decided not to finish the game.
Bill's Mafia is already ticked off enough. Yeah, you do that from the year Allen did get it. Back here in just a moment. Back here on the pod this Wednesday morning, it dawned on me during that break. The Joe Brady first press conference as head coach is Thursday, tomorrow, at noon
Noon, yeah.
on our show.
Right during our noon show.
If you're Terry Pagula, you have to go to that one, right?
He introduced Sean McDermott.
Yes.
So he's going to introduce Brady.
Speak again. No questions.
Yeah,
Is
that's no questions. Could you imagine? By the way, Joe, he's not related to Tom Brady. Just getting that out there.
That's true.
Happen
Correct.
to have the same last name.
Happen to have that
As
name.
far as I know.
Maybe there's some connection. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's common. It's common.
It's a common name.
Yeah.
It just happens to be a very big football name.
He's also known for, no matter the weather, he's always wearing shorts. If you're head coach,
Shorts guy.
you do that? Not on the sideline, he'll have the pants on, but like walking around, showing up the games.
No. I mentioned to you earlier, I'll say it here. Some people do that. Thad Brown, shorts guy.
A lot of the time.
So I went to the hockey game over the weekend. Someone wearing shorts.
That was insane. Because
Because it was literally the coldest night of the year.
I know.
Insane.
I know.
Saturday
It's
night.
wild.
Frigid.
It is wild. All right. Survivor contest still got that going.
Yes.
A couple of weeks until February 25th, 50th season. There's a QR code so you can win some gear out of a random drawing. The question today, this has no influence over if you get anything.
Here we go.
Out of all the seasons, how many contestants quit?
Ooh.
So gave up.
That's a good one.
So 50 seasons.
That's a
I'm
good
going to
question.
say 12.
I really think I do not think it's a very big number. Give up. See, because I don't know if it was last season or the season before, a guy got a snake bite and it was like a pretty nasty looking bite. And the snake, they had like a pamphlet or whatever, like the people that were the crew that were working there. And they were looking through the pamphlet and like, there it is, snake bite, like crazy poisonous, right? And so the guy starts freaking out. He has like a crazy panic attack. And then, he goes to the doctor or whatever that's like on scene. And it was a phantom bite, they call it. So sometimes snakes can bite you,
But no venom goes
but
in.
no venom comes out. And so he was like, oh, thank goodness. So he calmed down and stuff. But they said, we're
Gotta go.
kicking you off the show because because your heart rate's up and we want to keep monitoring you just in case if some venom went in. So he was obviously bummed out. But I don't think that would count as quitting.
No.
No. This is like literally, I can't handle this, which I remember seeing in my brain I've seen quite a bit of Survivor, not all of it. I can only think of one person. So I'll go 3. I'm going to go low
3.
number. Yeah. I'm going to go
What did I
3.
say? A dozen? Let's see. 17.
Whoa.
Wow.
17 quitters.
17 quitters.
Okay.
Look at that.
I gave people more.
20 out of 50 seasons. Man,
It's intense.
it is. It is. Speaking of intense, I want to pull up this story that I saw kind of making some headlines. Here's a version from People. This is about Alex Honnold, the free solo guy who climbed Taipei 101 skyscraper with no harness last week.
Yeah.
He says he got paid an embarrassingly small amount to go up 1,700 feet for the Netflix special on Saturday. He did an interview with the New York Times.
Oh, man.
And he's 40 years old, father of 2. He called it an embarrassing amount, and he said it was less than his agent aspired to. If you put it in the context of mainstream sports, Major League Baseball players get like $170 million contracts, and I know this was like a one-off. He said the New York Times reports the paycheck was mid-6 figures, around $500,000. Wow.
Less than 10 million. Yeah.
500,000. They should have paid him. Like Netflix has. What are they buying for all these takeover deals?
You
and
think it would be $1
everything?
million?
I think it'd be $1 million.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. $1 million. Yeah.
If you were a
Win Survivor, climb.
that's true. Yeah. Win Survivor, get $500,000 to climb this on.
Yeah.
What he said, compared to what I've done, like relatively easy of going up. Still, it's not to take away because it's incredible.
Sure.
But I thought that was.
I think he's
kind of wild.
And it's. I think how I view that article is it's not saying that he's complaining about it. He's just saying it was small. You know what I mean? Like, I know you've seen the documentary. He's such a chill dude. Someone probably asked him, how much did you get paid for this? He's like, it was pretty small. Not like, I should have gotten more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, he's not coming from that
Not
angle.
what you think. Like, I'm not some big
No.
money guy. Like, we
Right.
tried, but I got
He's probably laughing about it. He's like,
couple 100,000.
don't think I made a lot of money on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't that. Finally for us, as we get ready for a couple of weeks ago until Valentine's Day. So the Sweethearts, iconic candy, back with some new phrases that they say echoes the realities of love in this economy. You see some of them. The themes have modern sayings: share login, split rent, cook for 2, in addition to the classics cutie pie, love bug, be mine, a whole lot more.
Oh, that's great.
That's funny. Split rent. And do all that.
They're so chalky.
I know.
It's so chalky. I used to eat them as a kid, but
They're not good, right?
no, they're not good. It's just for the sayings, I think.
Yeah,
Really.
Just share the
That's what
message
they
and you
are.
have them. And then there's always, because the misprints, like half the messages off of one.
sure.
Yeah, like that. But
Made
I like
for
that,
love in this economy.
I like that they're trying to can you Venmo me, PayPal, whatever with that. Can we
So
do,
good.
let's see, got about a minute. Final weather before we get out.
All the snow was north. Lake effect snow warning for still Wayne County up there, and then you don't think you can get colder, and then you see Friday's forecast where we're getting all the way down to 0, -1, -2 for air temperatures.
Actual temp.
Yeah, actual temp. Next chance for snow Thursday night into Friday. And then Sunday is interesting. Sunday is when we have a nor'easter. It's way out to sea. It'll impact Boston, Cape Cod-ish, those areas. But we're still going to have a north wind. It's still going to be cold, so we might still be able to get some wraparound. That's kind of a question mark that we still need to answer.
How low did we get Saturday? It was like 4, 5?
Yeah, low single digits.
I know.
Yeah.
The high on Friday, 9.
9.
Yikes. We'll see you on air at noon. Back here tomorrow for the pod.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.